I got cut off from spotting Meg because my hat dripped sweat directly into her mouth. I feel pretty bad, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, that's why she's like gagging and dying. Alright, what's up everybody? So I had a few people asking and questioning about different things that I do for working out, so I wanted to make a video today a bit more specific towards working out, the things I do. So we're going to start with some warm-up. We'll go through some of the exercises we're doing right now, and the beginning of the year is a lot of conditioning, so that's the first thing that we're doing. So we're getting towards the end of that, and as the conditioning phase kind of comes to an end, we start to throw more, and that becomes our conditioning. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna just get my shoes on, tie them up. I got knee sleeves to put on just to make sure everything stays good and tight, because the main thing is not having injuries, and that's the main reason that we do a pretty good long warm-up, to make sure everything's good. So I'll be back in a little bit with some of the warm-up things we do, and I'll see you then. All right, first things first, we're out here on the field hockey field. We're just gonna do a little bit of jogging to warm up, because that's the first thing you want to do. Loosen up all your muscles. So we'll be back, just gonna run like 2 laps around the field. All right, next thing we do, we grab some hurdles. We set up like 6 to 8 hurdles, usually try to go for like 8. Set those all up in a row, and then we grab a med ball or a plate to do some steps with that. So we'll set those up right now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is some hip mobility on the hurdles with med ball over our head. It just helps keep your core tight, keep everything strong with the med ball, but we're going to step over, and that really loosens up the hips, gets everything going, and a really good warm-up, especially for throwing that involves so much leg movement and swinging and stuff like that. And we're going to go through that 4 times, going straight forward, alternating legs. Alright, next thing we do, same thing, only we're going to go sideways over the hurdles. And that's the same thing, just working different parts of your hips, getting everything going and warmed up good. Going to go through 2 times on each side for these. Next thing we're doing, we're going over the hurdle backwards, stepping over, so really got to be careful. This one's easy to get tripped up and kind of catch your foot coming backwards over the hurdle, so just slow, don't rush it, and if you happen to catch the top of the hurdle, just, I always kind of like hop on a foot and readjust and set it over, but obviously try to get your leg high enough that you don't kick the hurdle. And we'll just go 2 times through this. This is an important exercise because part of a throw, you're actually moving backwards, so to strengthen everything, going backwards is just helpful to your throw. Alright, next thing we're doing is just a little bit of quick feet kind of drills. We start with just low to the ground, just nice and easy. You'll kind of see it in the video. Do that for whatever, 10-15 yards or so, and then jog another 10, 15, 20 yards, whatever, just to kind of continue to loosen everything up, really get going. It's super important to be nice and warm so you don't injure yourself, and also just to strengthen everything. So we're going to do 2 of those, 2 of them with high knees, and then 2 butt kicks, all doing the same thing. Next thing, we got some hip swings against the wall, just hands against the wall to brace yourself, and swings on both legs. And we'll do them sideways, turn and do them forward. Next thing on the list, we got some walking Russian twist, holding a plate. The foot that you step forward with, that's the side that you turn to, and you're just walking and twisting opposite directions. Do that for 20 steps. I'll put the plate down, rest up for a minute, and then pick it up and walk back the other way and do that 4 times. All right, next thing we're doing, we've got some med ball smashes on going side to side. So you take a med ball, throw it into the ground, throw it on the other side, and do 10 each side of those. Then we go right into some V-ups, just for a set of 10 of V-ups. And we'll do 4 sets of those 2 exercises, and we'll just get them done. If you've done all that, then you are done your warm-up. You should be good, warm in every single way. I mean, I'm sweating so much already. Now it's time to get into a little bit of lifting. There's not a super big focus on lifting right now. It's more on the conditioning, a good warm-up. We'll do some sleds and stuff later, but for now we got some bench, some biceps, triceps, and calves, just working different parts of the body. Normally I would be trying to work in some cleans and some snatch, but due to injuries and surgeries and stuff like that, haven't got into those yet. So typically in the conditioning phase I would also be doing those, but I'm going to skip those right now. So I'm going right into bench. We've got sets of 7. We started at 10 2 weeks ago, we did 8 the next week, and now we're down to 7s. So like 5 sets of 7, just kind of building up as much as you can. For a set of 7, making sure you get all the reps, because you're just trying to get your muscles ready, get your ligaments and tendons and everything ready to be lifting heavy in the next phase coming up, as soon as we get into like kind of winter. So yeah, I'll start with some bench. Probably start with like 80K or so, build up to like 120K. Five sets of bench done. I'm going to go to probably do calves right now. I'm just gonna probably go against the wall. Normally in the weight room I use this thing called Pitch Shark, and that's really good for calves, but I don't have that here because the weight room's closed today, so anyway, we're just doing it in the cage. So I'm gonna wrap one leg behind my other leg, I'll show you in a second, and just do calf raises with that, probably just body weight, just for like a few sets of 20 on each leg. Few sets of those. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so here I'm just trying to do some work to kind of isolate just the biceps, so I'm going to use my leg as a brace and do the curls here. So I'll do, again, like 4 sets of 8, and I'm going to mix in triceps with this also. Anyway, like the whole point is, when you go heavy enough, while you're pushing down with your triceps, it's also like great core stabilizing exercise. So really good to do for core, but also for your triceps. So I love this one. It's something I do all the time just to help strengthen everything in your core, work on those triceps. All right, for our last thing for the day, we got some sled pulls. Today's workout isn't really about getting as strong as possible. It's more the conditioning phase to get us in shape and get the body ready, like I was saying before. So that's why it's a lot more focus on conditioning, a lot more warm up, and just like a bit of lifting, just kind of trying to prepare everything. But sleds suck terribly. Great cardio workout, but also like good for leg strength and just to get everything going. So without further ado, let's get to some sleds and die. what's up everyone? Back at home now and just trying to wrap this video up. I've got it all put together. I just didn't have an outro. I forgot to record it, so I wanted to put this in the video right now. Thank you very much for being here. If you made it to the end of this video, I plan to do probably a video over the course of this week that will put in everything that I do, or I might break it down into different days of the cycle that we're in right now. And then as soon as we start our next cycle, I kind of want to do the same thing, just kind of keep you updated. If you're watching this, if you're a thrower, it could be great to have some of the programs that we do. Martin's a phenomenal coach. He puts together amazing programs that has us peak at the right time. So if you're watching this, if you want to do it yourself, if you're a coach and have throwers that want to do this, or just interested in seeing what someone else does as an athlete, then yeah, this is a good spot. I plan to record this, and for myself to have the videos of what my training was, different times of the year, what my throwing was like, and just different things will be good. Kind of like a little training diary for me that's online. So a lot of good reasons why it's good videos. And once we get into heavy lifting, I'll also do videos of those lifts, things that we're doing, the numbers that I'm doing, again, for a training diary, and for anybody that's interested or wants to see a program. So again, thank you for being here. If you made it to the end of this video, a lot more coming. Don't know for sure when they'll be out, but try to keep you updated and keep things posted and keep them coming. Thanks again for being here. Have the best day ever, the best night ever. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, train hard and go far. I'll see you in the next one.